Okay, hi everyone that's watching this on video. So welcome. This is Shelley Dressel, and tonight is the Goddess Light channeled meditation. I do two different things here. I channel the universal light beings, which is frequently about things happening in the universe or on the planet, and just kind of a talking session with them. And that actually is coming up this Wednesday. Tonight is the meditation, which is what started my whole Goddess Light thing back in 2003. So this will be a meditation just to help everyone to experience for themselves whatever it is that the goddess feels is important for everyone to understand. So two different things, and it just turns out that they're both this week. Okay, so what was I going to say? So I have several announcements here. This is the last time after 21 years that I'm doing this meditation on Sunday night. I'm moving it to Monday night, and it'll still be the first and third like it's been all along, but instead of Sunday, it's going to be Monday night, and I'm starting at 8 a.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Eastern time instead of 9 p.m. It just, I've had conflicts come up. Make sure everything is plugged in tightly. Okie doke.
Phone
So,
works great.
yeah, the phone, exactly, exactly. I did write in the comments, if you're watching this on video, how you can call in on the telephone, and that's working just fine. Um, so anyway, You know, there was someone, this is just reminding me, there's someone that asked if they don't have Zoom and if you can call in on the phone with Zoom. I don't know if you can. I need to look into that. But when you just said the phone works great, I thought, oh, shoot, someone did ask me about that. And I never did get back to them because I haven't figured it out. So I'll have to do that. So I keep looking to the side here because I want to make sure if it goes and see, make sure that my microphone is working. Okay, so where were we? So this class is going to be 2 hours each time. And this one is like if okay, so someone needs to mute their phone or mute the background there. *6, I think, will mute your phone. Anyway, if you've had a private session with me, we talk to loved ones, and that's soul communication. We talk to your higher self and your divinity, that's soul communication. And for me, I'm in and out of it instantly because I've been doing it for so long. However, what this class, the intention of this class is to help each one of you understand your alignment with soul, understand energy, understand the frequency, understand how you can go in and out of that quickly like I do. I mean, they'll at first when you're learning something new, meditation is the best way to do it. So I'll give you a meditation that'll go along with it. And then we'll see where it goes. And then this is I have found as I've been writing this class that there's a lot of things that were in the developing intuition class, a lot of things that were part of my opening to channel class, and this just is kind of bringing it into right now. I think it's beneficial to anyone that just wants a more expanded connection within themselves to their own divinity and as a way of communicating with others. My belief is moving forward, we're going to get to the place where we'll be less stuck in ego and more stuck in feeling, reading, sensing people's energy. So when you communicate with one another, whether it's just regular communication or in a business meeting or with loved ones, you're going to be feeling, reading, knowing their energy more so than just the words that they speak. So anyway, that's why I think this class is important. And this is also, if you remember, a lot of what the goddess has been doing with us the last several, well, for about 6 months now. She's been really working a lot with energies and frequencies also. Okay, so those are my messages about what's coming up. I do private sessions various times during the week. And so if that's something that you're interested in, then please go ahead and look at my website for that too. I've got 2 websites. goddesslight.net is associated with this meditation tonight. Crystalline Transformations is associated with the universal light beings. So you can look at both of them. They both have different information and hopefully something that'll appeal to you. Okay, so that's it. Let me just jump into the meditation here. I'm going to go ahead and mute things. Let's see.
The recording has started. All participants are muted.
Okay. So, beloved family, as we come together for this meditation this evening, I invite you to begin by anchoring your energies or settling yourself down through your breath. Take a breath in where you follow that breath as if you're breathing in energy and light. You follow it as it moves in through your nose, it goes down into your lungs. And then as you breathe out, let go of any tension or stress. Let go of anything at all that may be hanging over you. As you allow for this energy to continue to move through you, take in another breath, where this time you're following that breath even deeper within you. You breathe in through your nose, it moves into your lungs, and you allow it to go into your heart and through your heart into every cell within your body. With every breath in, you're bringing your focus and your breath inside of you. With every breath out, you're letting go. You're clearing out whatever may be on your mind. You're clearing out whatever may be frustrating to you in this now moment. And you just breathe in and breathe out. As you allow your focus to become balanced within you, just keep breathing. feeling and understanding and knowing that essence. Namasika Venia Benya. Namasika Venia Benya. I greet you, beloved family. I reach out from my heart to yours. I reach out to embrace you at this now moment. With every breath that you take in, you're breathing in the elements and the energy that are around you. With every breath that you release, you're sending out into the space around you anything that no longer serves you. In this regard, you can create an alignment in which your environment around you fully supports you in all that you are doing. Feel every breath. Become connected within from every breath that you take in. As you are here in this now moment, you have a wonderful opportunity to make a choice for whatever your intention may be for this meditation. We will go upon a journey, and I may say words or phrases that have energy threaded within them. But no matter what someone is saying around you, when you come present within yourself and you allow your consciousness to expand, you are allowing not only your non-physical aspects of you, but your conscious aspects of you to find an alignment within you. Your intention can be so important for anything that you do. And your intention creates a foundation so that as we are upon this journey, even if I speak of something else, the threads of your intention will always come through. Breathe into your heart center. As you breathe into your heart, visualize within your mind's eye a swirling ball of energy in the space of your heart. You have multiple energy bodies within and around you. The one connected to your heart is the foundation for all that you are doing. As you breathe and you create this ball of energy, your focus and your intention allows it to grow and become larger. You then send an aspect of that, it moves down through your solar plexus, your sacral center, your root center, and it moves into the earth. As you feel your energy anchoring into the earth, feel how you have created this connection with Gaia. You let that energy flow back up through that thread of light that you use to anchor. You can now send from your heart into Gaia and from Gaia into your heart. This is another way of anchoring your energies, allowing them to be present within you. Feel that energy now as it goes up through your throat center, your third eye, your head center, your crystalline energy body. And it moves up into the space of your higher self. Look around at what this space is for you. Sometimes it can be very cluttered with what you might be working upon in your daily life. So clear it out. Clear out the energy of this space so that you may have greater clarity within your life. Let that stream of consciousness move even further. It moves up that strand that connects you with your soul essence. And as you do so, you find as your energy merges with your soul that you are suddenly here present within the soul plane. This is a plane of existence where the majority of people that are incarnated on the earth have either a large part of their soul or at least an aspect that is associated with the earth plane. However, as each one of you arrive within this space, it is as if you are contained within the essence of your soul. Feel what that is for you. Ask to know just how expansive your divinity is within and around you. I, the goddess, walk in and amongst each one of you. As I reach out to embrace you within this space, as our energies merge, we shift into the all that is. There is this wonderful sense of expansion as everybody comes within this space. As you arrive, it is as if everything is that much lighter, more transparent. It is as if opportunities and potentials are all within. This is showing you not only what might be available for you, but a place where you can practice or try on what it would be to have what you seek. Just allow yourself to be present within this space. we have spoken consistently about energy and about frequency and about the transparency that is associated with the higher vibrations. Every one of you have been upon your journey. There have been times in which you felt very blended and merged with your divinity, and times in which it felt like you were disconnected. Here within the All That Is, I invite you to consider or understand for yourself what this is. Let us begin by asking a question. Are you happy with your life? I was going to say, do you have the life that you choose? However, the words that came out of my mouth were, are you happy? Consider your life. Here within the All That Is, you have an opportunity to see the things that are happening in your daily life. You have the opportunity to look at different potentials, and you can see it from the perspective of where you are in your everyday consciousness, and also from the higher vibration of what this is for you. So when you look at your life, are you happy? Now, for those that said, not really, they wish they had some different things, let us look into that potential. What would it be, or what do you need in your life for you to be happy? So often people consider things that they want, a job, a relationship, a house, children, more abundance. In this now moment, I invite you to step over into this parallel potential for you where you do have that. You have everything that you've been seeking to have. And I invite you to allow your consciousness to be within that space. For some, I get this strong sense of relief, like, oh, finally, I finally have this, as if you've been waiting a very long time. For others, I have this sense say, for example, taking it for granted. It's like, oh yeah, okay, I have that now, but what about this? Does that resonate with you, that even when you have everything that you said you wanted, there's something else that you still want? It is absolutely an aspect of being human to have all these rich, full things within your life. It is absolutely what the universe wants for you, is for you to have these things within your life. For those, and this is very interesting as I looked at people, so many, when they jumped into that life of having those things that they have desired for so long, it just felt like such a good fit. Like, yes, this is exactly how I thought this would feel. This is exactly what I anticipated. And for those that are feeling that, revel in it. Just breathe it down within you in all aspects of you. Woof, I could feel wave upon wave going through people. In this regard, as they look back, they think, how did I ever not have all this? Because this is what you've been seeking to have, and this is what you've been creating within your vibration, so that now as you're stepping into it, it feels comfortable. It feels as if you are coming home. It's a sense of, yes, this is it. This is exactly it. As you manifest this within the all that is, make a conscious note about what it feels like, what you see, who is with you, anything that will help make it more real for you when you're in your everyday life. I see the majority of you are finding that sense of consciousness or alignment, or that feeling that this is exactly it. There are still others that, even though they have everything they wanted to have, they still feel that discontent. They're now saying, oh, I guess I was wrong. I didn't want that after all. I must want this. So for these individuals, and even if there's a part of you that might feel the same, but for those that no matter what they have, they still feel discontent, I'm now going to ask them to consciously let go of all these things that they have wanted in their life, and instead look towards their divinity. Look towards your soul. Is it a big, wide open flow of light? What I notice in the majority of those that are discontent is that it's a very narrow stream. Even though we just aligned with the divine, and the divine is right here, it's that small thread of energy. So for this moment, I invite you to make a conscious choice that you're going to strengthen or widen your alignment to your soul. If the perception is that it's small, then as if you are literally pulling the energy open, you pull it until it becomes this huge, you could call it a portal. You could call it a huge flow of energy that's just around you. However, this energy is your soul or your divinity. And we know this because you are here in the all that is. You have just spent time aligning with your soul, and you brought your soul with you. So it is here. And as that gets bigger, then let your personality, let your consciousness, let your everyday ego or reality connect into whatever this may be. We can feel that strengthening of the pulsation. And from the place where your consciousness links into your ego, let that flow of your divinity move within you. In just about every single one of these individuals, I can now see a much greater flow of energy. I would now say to you, open up and consciously intend that you align with those places inside of you that feel lonely or separated or isolated from others. Make a conscious intention that the flow of energy moves within. Whew, there we go. I can now feel much more within this group of people, that greater flow of energy. I now invite all of them to, as if you are looking in front of you, here within the all that is, what is it that you seek to have in this life? And now they are able to see it, to feel it, to embrace it, and it has a greater sense of, yes, I think I can do this. When we speak of energy, we speak of that alignment that you have with everything around you. Everything is made of energy. It is therefore up to you to find that alignment between the energy of what you seek and the energy that you send out. When you feel that continuous flow from your own soul, as that fills up your consciousness, it is first and foremost filling up those places inside of you that feel separated, isolated, or disconnected. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Now, blending all of these people together, I noticed that many of the ones that had already manifested, you're now working with fine tuning to see, is there anything you need to do? What's keeping this from happening? Where is this all going to go? Here within the all that is, you have the opportunity to experience what you seek to have so that you may discern, yeah, that is really what I want. Or perhaps when you have it in and around you, you realize you really don't want to have that. Be present in the moment. Be here within. Feel the flow of love and light as it's moving through you. Ooh, someone just popped up with worthy. Even though you may not consciously think I am unworthy, perhaps if no matter what you do, things are disconnected, perhaps worthiness is something that you need to transition so that you do feel worthy. Everyone is automatically worthy of the divine God source energy because you have a soul, because you are here. But if you have your ego or a voice inside of you that is saying, maybe for them, not for me, maybe for this, not for that, then that voice, that whatever it is that is working on you is what needs to be filled with the love of your soul. Let it fill up so that worthiness is no longer even an issue, not even unconsciously. As we are moving towards the solstice, I wanted each one of you to be very conscious of how your vibration is working, sometimes against you, sometimes for you. This is all about moving the energy into your conscious awareness so that you may have this that you seek to have. It may show up even though you are completely unconscious of this process. That's great, because what that's saying is that your unconscious energies are in alignment with your divinity. But let us shift the energy. Let us have a sense of the sun, the moon, the earth. Whenever it's a solstice or an equinox, there is this intrinsic space of balance that is created. Within this balance, be open. Be open to acknowledge whatsoever it may be that you seek. So we come forward, and as you're looking at the universe, and in particular, as you're looking at the sun, this is not necessarily the sun associated with your planet, but we're now, from the all that is, looking at the central spiritual sun. And you can see this almost electric energy that is emanating from it. Some of these are the solar flares that are coming into the earth. Sometimes it's like a little ball of energy separates itself and then comes into the earth plane. Sometimes it's wave upon wave of frequency that is coming into the earth plane. So here you are, looking at this massive central sun from which all of creation is derived. This can balance anything within the universe. And with the solstice coming up and the alignment of the earth with the sun and the planet and the moon, let yourself feel the flow and the frequency of that balance. For some, it's as if you see this energy going past you or you feel it. Others have a sense that everything is continuous or the same as what they'd had. So whether you're aware or not, I invite you to just allow your own consciousness to step into this flow of the solstice. As this happened, I saw some people go tumbling around as if you're stepping into a massive wind, this flow of energy. And if you feel as if you're being knocked around within your consciousness, taking a deep breath, anchor yourself, and you'll find that you can stand within this flow of energy that is coming in. You can feel that rebound of the earth. You can feel the way that the sun and the earth interact with one another. And you are absorbing that energy, that frequency. And everything that you were just doing to manifest becomes amplified. Whew, take a deep breath in and breathe out. It's a lot. Indeed. The energies can be a lot. They can be intense. And this is your moment. You then have a sense of stepping back. As you look down at yourself, some people, it's like they see this electricity surrounding them, or the energy just shining off of them. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. I still invite you to come together as a group. And as you are connected with one another, it is always important to remember that you are part of humanity, and being together as a group, being together in support of one another is essential for everything. You may see then coming up within your group a hologram of the earth. This hologram is filled with the energy and light. It is a place where you can send into it your own intention that for what you seek to manifest, or what it is to live in that timeline or that awareness in which this is all working for you. You also are sending that energy of the solstice that also infuses within this. What's interesting is tonight there is that perception that this is taking on indigos and blues and different colors. Sometimes it's colorful, sometimes it is not. And tonight it is filled with colors. There's a piece of that goes out into the universe, which is what creates the harmony and balance. The remainder of it then moves down. It goes through that energy that surrounds the earth. It goes down and anchors within the center of the earth. As it's here, you can feel the space. You can feel the crystals. You can feel the magnetics. And that anchors everything that you worked on tonight. It then reverses outward. It comes up. It comes up through the earth plane. It comes up creating an alignment for all to step into. Your own of manifestation of your experience tonight comes up through where you anchored in Gaia. You can feel it as it's anchoring you once more back down within your physical body. You then bring the remainder of your consciousness. It comes from the all that is, through your divinity, your higher self, and it anchors down within you. And as you're doing so, stretch out the energy body around you. Be comfortable in your physicality because it is you. Perhaps part of what you were changing as you manifested is your physicality, but that's okay because this is what it is in the now moment. And you are shifting and changing, whether it's something physical, something in your environment, or your relationships, no matter what it may be. You breathe in and you breathe out. As you allow for all of this to anchor, I invite you to come back within the room if you would like to ask a question. If you're watching the videos, the phone number to call to get into the queue is in the description. And press star 6 on the phone and that'll place you into the queue.
Q&A session has started.
Hello?
Good evening, Goddess.
Oh.
Thank you so much for the love and support. It was so funny. I kept drifting off to somewhere and then brought myself back, drifting off, myself back. I just wonder what you see fighting that dishonest legal action for my injury. I haven't found any class action lawsuits, a lot of people complaining, but nobody's really done much. So I've been working diligently to clarify with my lawyer exactly what they said. It took almost a month and a half for him to translate that for me. And of course, he's not paid, and he really would rather me disappear in the whole thing. He says, you lost, goodbye. But it's illegal. And I don't know if he's perfectly on the up and up because he's in that business, he's young, and he's working with those same people. So I've been diligent that I have to clarify, and then I don't know what I'm going to do with it. So any guidance or suggestion? I can't just let it go. I need to get justice in place or started at least in a certain way. Can't find another lawyer who does anything like that. I'm going to have to sue the state or something bigger.
Yeah. So several things around this. We don't think that your attorney is in league with them. We feel like he was honest and upfront. But as you said, he spent a lot of time on this. He did not get paid. He's as upset and frustrated by it as you are. And he is not happy any happier with it than you are. And he agrees with everything that you're saying. But he's just saying, I've just spent enough time with this. I have to move on. And so that's where he's coming from. So whether or not he ends up helping you at some point in the future, we don't know. But we would just say we want to be very clear that he is not the same caliber as them. It's just he feels like I just need to cut my losses and move on. As far as,
Thank you.
so several, and then a couple
you
of
for
other
that.
things. Yes, you're welcome. So then a couple of other things around this. We feel the same thing. Just cut your losses and move on and find something else. We do agree that it is illegal. We remember seeing that the last time. But we don't think any of that is going to change until this change in the legal system that goes throughout the entire United States takes place. So if you want to keep doing something about it, if you want to keep searching, then by all means go ahead and do so. However, we do see a change coming that goes along with the transition of all the corrupt people that goes through the legal system. It goes through so many different layers, and it's happening. So it could happen as quickly as this month or next month, or it's something that could trickle on and take even longer. We just don't have a sense that it's going to take longer than a few months. However, we don't see this getting overturned, because when you get to the level of what you've been and all the people up there that are in collusion with one another, we just are not seeing anyone that's going to fight up against it. If you keep putting out there, hey, how about a class action suit? Hey, who else has had this same problem? But even that feels like it's in multiple years that anything would come from it. So the question is, do you want to continue to devote all this time? What do you want for moving forward in your life? And that's one of the questions that you need to start asking yourself. So we don't know what's going to come of this in the future, because if nothing changes, if nothing in the legal system or the judicial system changes at that level, then nothing is going to change with this. However, if they transition out, which is what we see happening, that has to happen throughout the whole entire planet, really, then we will see that they'll look back and a lot of these things that were done, corruptly will be transitioned. But for right now, we're not being pointed towards another attorney. We're not being pointed towards anyone else that we can help you with.
Right. So my desire to clarify a lot of things, because I have a TBI vision injury, and I don't understand legal documents that great to start with. So I've had to have him do bullet points, so I really clearly understand what they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then I thought, once I got there, if I can't think of anything else, maybe I'll just go public.
Sure.
Maybe I'll be on the news.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Sun
But
Valley,
will it be the
Sun
news?
Valley cover up.
Yeah. Will it be the news, the news that you see on mainstream TV, or will it be other news in the background that will?
MSNBC, CNN.
Yeah.
Sun Valley ski injury major cover up with catastrophic injuries. Sun Valley covering up with fake accidents, injuries that don't exist that I have perfect documentation on, covering up one doctor who actually assaulted me. the judge covered it up in his report as a routine TMJ treatment. He stuck his fingers in my TMJ area really, really, really hard. I screamed. He kept doing it. I was injured for almost a week, the whole side of my head. And the last visit with him, he refused to let me get a free concussion test. I went over his head with two ER doctors, and I got it.
Okay. So we're going to stop you right here. Yeah, we're going to stop you right here. We're not going to put any more energy into what's happened. We're not going to put any energy into that. And so it is on you for whatever you choose to do going forward.
Okay. Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. But we're just, we're just like, we don't,
Right.
you don't need any more energy about the things that didn't work.
Okay. Focus on where I want to go.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time. Thanks for your patience, everybody.
You're welcome.
Love you. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Goddess, Shelly, and everybody on the call. Happy Father's Day. If we have any fathers on the call, I like to ask if my husband, my son's father, has any message for him. And I see that he has still difficulties to move forward. And if there is any message you want to say.
You know, it's always so hard to find specific people when we're on a big, broad call like this. So we can kind of sort of feel his energy, but it's not coming in that close. Yeah, Boris is his name, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, we're asking for him to come in, but there's a lot of Borises out there. And
No, Boris is my son.
okay,
My
Boris is
husband's name is Joseph.
Joseph. Okay. So I mean, we're asking, but there's so many different Josephs that are coming in. Oh, I'm Joseph. And so we're asking who's connected to you, but it's just so broad. It's just not coming in clearly. But what we are hearing that we think is probably your husband, and it's just a little bit distant. He's saying to just have patience. He's saying that he sees a lot of change. Like he's just telling us, you know, he says there is so much change that's happening on the planet right now. I really wish I was alive to experience it with you. And he says, but it's filled with turmoil. He says there's so much turmoil because of change, and everyone that wants to stay the same, and everyone that wants something new, and everyone is crashing their heads together right now. So this is what Joseph is saying. And he's saying, so hang in there, be patient. It's gonna be much, much, much better. He's also saying that just be patient with Boris. It feels like he's working with Boris, and it feels like he's trying, you know, to work with him, because Boris has had a lot of problems throughout this life. And again, it feels like it's your husband, but we're not 100% sure because there's just so much different energy. But this is what we would say to you, is that we do know you, and we do know that your husband is around you all the time, and we do know that you speak with him all the time, and he's there around you, and he answers you, and he hears you when you send him messages or you ask him for help. As to what's coming up, it's literally as if when we're looking at you, and we're looking at, it's like everything that's been happening to you is so crystal clear for what the old energy has been, and in this new energy where the frequency just jumps way up there and is much higher, we just see a whole different relationship between you and your son, and you and working, and you and just so many different things around you. So be patient. It is happening. It is manifesting. It's just slower than anybody wants it to be.
Good, that's a good news. Thank you. All I want to know to have a knowingness and going forward into better direction.
Yes.
How can I assist my son? I mean, I am doing everything I can, but for some reason, he's stuck.
So then you just let it go. If you're doing everything you can, then you just let it go.
That's exactly what I do. I just, I know I'm in peace as long as it's okay.
Yeah.
Doing best I can and nothing I can do about it. But thank you, Goddess. Thank you, Sally.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you all.
Yeah.
All us.
Oh, absolutely.
Hello, Goddess.
Hello.
Uh, I love the meditation tonight. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I like the rainbow color because today I was sitting and there's a fraction of my crystal shine through it, and I touched the crystal, and the light is only like a couple of minutes. But it actually burned almost a burning sensation, which is very interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah, I felt it went through all my DNA. So
Awesome.
very nice.
Awesome.
I've been doing what you've been making suggestion is like before when we go into meditation, we come home and we walk our daily lives, and I try to pull all those integration into my daily lives.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I will walk around a couple of days, like confused, forget who I am. But now it's like every time that I need something throughout the day, I pull in my divinity, I pull it to my heart, I pull it to my chakras.
Mm-hmm.
And if I describe my crown, it's like, first it's like a little room. Now it's like a little bit more like an auditorium. When I go on, so when I go on a journey with you, I feel like I'm in like a stadium field, or I'm in a very large. But the thing is, I'm bringing so much of my divinity in, and nowadays people are just reading me left and right, what I'm going through, what I'm feeling. It's like I'm like a broadcaster. I'm like, okay, I feel very vulnerable. But a
Mm-hmm.
lot of stuff, it's like I feel like my crown has been very. I haven't had a headache in 10 years, but like this whole week, every day I get a headache, and I feel like it just. I don't know if it's me. I try to close up my crown so that way I don't take on other people's energy, but I feel like there's just so much information. I feel like heaviness in my crown. And I don't know if it's me or other people's energy or just because I'm bringing in so much energy of my divinity that I'm shifting things left and right. I'm just feeling like nauseated, sick all the time. But things are moving, definitely. But so I'm just, it's a new experience of between here on earth and there in all that is. I feel like I'm walking in between now,
Mm-hmm.
really. So I'm not sure that it's all my energy or I'm picking up other people's energy. That's what the clarity I need.
So two things we wanted to say about this. Whenever people feel energy, and like you said, it feels like your head center's wide open and it's giving you headaches and nausea, that means that the energy is coming in and it's staying stuck up in your head. So even though your head center may be wide open, if ever you have any symptoms, headaches, pressure, ringing in your ears, problems in your eyes, nausea, anything like that, now that's going to be your solar plexus. But just consciously bring the energy down through your energy bodies and send it into the earth. The other thing you can do is expand your aura wider. Just bring it out horizontally from you. And in doing that, that's another way that all that energy coming in can disperse into a bigger area instead of just being, within you, contained within you. So that's one thing you can do when you have that. Now, on the flip side of that, what you're sensing is that you're so wide open is that people are reading you and you're taking on their energy. And so you may not want to expand that much more. So in this case, you can take those breaths in like we did at the beginning and kind of bring your aura and energy into you, make it smaller. And instead of being out in the stadium, come back to that small room, come back to a smaller energy, bring everything back into something that is smaller. And that way you're not going to be wide open and transparent and taking on other people's stuff, whether it is conscious or unconscious that you're doing that. So does that make sense to you how we're describing that?
So if I'm pulling God's energy in to help me with something that I need, and I set it down to the earth, so, and I'm not stretching my body out because I'm at work, does that create stuck energy?
No, what creates stuck energy is when you're bringing it in and it's all just staying up here because you're not bringing it all the way through your body. If you're having, and the reason that we're saying that is because you're talking about the symptoms that you're having up in your head, headache and stuff like that. If you are bringing it all the way down through your body and sending it into the earth, then you would not have the headache and the stuff like that. You just need to expand your energy field to give that all that high frequency that you're bringing in a place to go.
Okay. All right.
And also, your intention is everything. I don't want to take on anyone else's stuff. So just breathe, be in a place that's comfortable for you. Let your aura be as big as you want it to be, and have a very clear intention, very clear boundaries that I'm not taking on anyone else's stuff. That's their stuff. They can have it back. I'm here and I'm in a place that lets me be balanced, lets me be in alignment with my divine. And that's it. I'm not going to take on or filter for anybody else what they're going through.
Okay.
Does that make a difference then?
I feel like a kid. I keep on growing.
Yay! That's a good thing. Yeah, we just laughed with you from a room to an auditorium to a stadium. We love it. We love the visual.
Okay. I'll keep practicing.
Okay. All right, beloved.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, Goddess.
Hello.
Hi. Today is my birthday, and I wanted to know if you had a birthday message for me.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
The first message that came through when you said, "Do you have a message for me?" was, "You have arrived." It feels like this meditation is a really good one for you this evening because you could stand in the space and be in that space, the flow, the energy, the essence of what it is to have what you've been seeking to manifest, to be totally, pain-free, totally in balance, totally in the job you want, totally, all of these different things. It feels like you've been juggling so much that it just feels as if they're all of these different things that you've had, like you really just let them go. And then you said, okay, I can step into this. I can have this. This can be what I manifest. And that's what it feels like is a change. It feels like you've limited yourself for so very many years that you have a hard time saying, well, what is it to be unlimited? What does that really mean to me? And in talking about it or in connecting with it, it feels like this is you expressing yourself as just this divine, massive, energetic being. And so that's what we mean when we say you have arrived, is you're much more conscious of what your energy is. You're much more conscious of how you're manifesting in your life. You're much more aware of the vibration and frequency so that you can have those things that you seek to have. And it shows up in your life in different ways. Does that make sense?
I'm hoping it's going forward because it doesn't feel like it's now at all.
So then the message, like whenever you have a birthday, that's coming into another year. And if the message for this year is you've arrived, then that's saying you no longer have to stay in that old energy. You no longer have to stay in that jumble and that, stuff that you've had. You can now step into a new year, a new beginning, a new reality. And this is what it is. And go back and listen to this meditation again and be much more aware of what you're seeking.
Okay, that sounds good. I'm very much hoping to get a home.
Yes.
Here.
Yes, it's hard. It's hard. We feel like you've had a couple of potentials that didn't work out. So keep hanging in there.
Okay.
All right. All right, beloved.
Hi, Goddess Life.
Hi.
Thank you for taking my call. My question is, do you ever see a reconciliation between my son and I?
So what's interesting is as we look at both you and your son, we see all of this. It looks like chaos between the two of you, and like when you look at that cartoon, I think it's Peanuts, and the guy that's the dusty guy, and all that energy around him that you just see. Do you know what we're talking about? That image of the one that just walks along and he's got this big huge dust cloud around him. Anyway, when we look at you and your son, that's what we see, this dust cloud or this cloud of energy. Like you both have said stuff that you regret, you both have done stuff that you regret, you both, all of this stuff in between the two of you is just there. So what we're going to do is we're going to just pull it out from the roots of both of you. We're going to pull it up from the ground or from wherever it is between the two of you, all of this turmoil, all of this dust or whatever. And we just want to let that go. Whew. And so hopefully, now we're doing this at an energetic level, and then that filters down into the everyday reality. It may filter in whatever, in this exact way or something different. But will it ever change? It feels as if you like when you do the journey, like what we did tonight, and you go into that space and you see you and your son talking to one another again, accepting responsibility for what each of you did for yourselves, and then choosing to look at things in a new and different way. It feels like you both care for one another underneath it all, but the words or the ego or the everyday circumstances have gotten in the way. That's how we see it. And that's what we tried to clear out, that chaos between the two of you, so that a new reality can begin.
This was all caused by a third party.
Okay. But no matter what the cause, no matter what the cause, yep, no matter what the cause, you both have to let go of whatever that is, and then you can create a new beginning. And if one or the other of you chooses not to or just won't, then the other person has the choice to say, okay, if they're not going to do that, then what am I going to do differently? And it can either be walk away or acceptance, or it's just limitless different choices. But both of you just feel like you're very stubborn in this moment and holding on to like righteousness or I'm right, and blame. And so that was what that chaos is. So we tried to clear out the chaos, and then you have to get past that and to create a new beginning. So good luck with that.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. This is the last one.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello, go ahead.
Hello, Shelley, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for all the work you do. I've been following you for a long time. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
I've been feeling some financial stress and wondering, what the heck can I do to, have more financial abundance so I don't have to be squeezed, feeling squeezed like I am now.
Yeah. So a lot of that squeeze that we see around you is the energy of this change that's going on. And from the inflation, from the changes in just everybody's finances. There's so many things going on right now,
Right.
especially in particular finance, that is going through this transition. It does not feel like it's going on very much longer. It feels like as this new beginning is coming about, which we've talked about, the ULBs talk about this a lot more than I do. But as we see this end of this transition and this end of all of this tyranny, that's when we see financial relief. We see all the other, the inflation and everything comes back down. And that also helps to create a relief. So we do see it's coming, and it doesn't feel like it's years out. It feels like it's days, weeks, or maybe a month or two out. So keep the faith. Keep working with your energy as
Okay.
much as you can to be in the flow. And when you get stressed out and what am I going to do or how am I going to do this, then take a deep breath in and breathe out the stress, the concern, the anxiety, and say, I am in the flow. I am an abundant individual. And and find abundance in other ways. And that'll kind of take your mind off of the finances also.
Right. Can I ask another question?
No, we're sorry. Shelley's too tired, and
Okay.
so we need to go on.
That's okay.
So good
All
luck,
right. Thank you.
beloved.
Q&A session is over. All participants are muted.
Your takeaway from this evening is about really listening to your inner self. It's about paying attention to the vibration and the frequency that you manifest on a daily basis. And it's about how you are seeking to manifest and live and be in your life. There is so much that is happening. There is so much potential that comes from sources that you may have no idea at this moment. So continue to work in the all that is. Continue to be in the vibration and the frequency for that which resonates with you. And for so many people, it is as if I see you waking up one day and saying, hey, I didn't notice that over there. Or, hey, when did this happen over here? And more and more and more will come into your life. It all begins with your alignment to source, your alignment to the divine, and that which is your own soul essence. Beloved, know that I am ever with you. Aunt Saluia.